And I don't remember any of that stuff. Okay. I don't remember anything. So for me, it was so challenging, and it was taking my focus away, having to do that, having to do my own business. And then we have the
Yeah.
radio show, and then we have our daily lives. And then this pandemic cloud that's been hovering. I know I'm getting a little excited, but I get excited when I'm passionate about something.
No, but then you have to, I had to plan my work around the boys' school and their grown boys.
Yeah.
But as I said, every kid have a different learning style. So, I can't wait for them to go back to school. Kudos
And
to the teachers. Big
yes.
ups to the teachers because it ain't easy. It
Yeah.
is not easy.
And then, so here's another thing too, I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna move on. So right now, I'm saying this to you because I had to get this crazy cat, this crazy puss that right
Oof.
now is tearing up my house.
Good, good.
Tearing
Me,
up my
I
house
don't want no pets. Four
because
kids is
I
enough.
didn't want any pets. But again, with the pandemic and people having anxiety, including my kid feeling like this remote learning thing was gonna kill her, she was like, so I had to do something to kind of redirect her attention and redirect her. So now I'm dealing with a cat tearing through my house as we speak. So if you hear stuff knocking down and falling off on my computer, falling over, just understand that it's not me. I have, how did you say, I have earned or I have just gained this extra life.
Extra stress.
And as a
Me,
child,
listen, do you know how long my kids want a dog? I said, listen here. First of all, I have 4 children. Me don't want no more pets. Okay?
uh,
I don't need a pet, I should say. Because guess what? Oh, they love it for the first 3 weeks. And then afterwards, I'm going to take care of it? No. No, 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 no.
yeah,
They
yeah,
will be fine. They
yeah,
will be fine.
yeah. It's so funny. They're gonna be fun, but like I said, everybody deals with things differently. And from what I've been watching and seeing, oh, right now there have been so many pets and animals who have people have now adopted or bought, which that's a great thing for people who are animal lovers. I love animals. I love pets. I don't necessarily love them in my house all the time, but
Listen,
we're here.
I will love from afar.
And I love the little one I have. I do love him to death,
Mm-hmm.
and but so we deal with it. So the next thing I wanted to say ties back into, I wanted to mention with current events and mental health and this and that. You and I were talking about Simone Biles, right? The
Yes.
Olympic gymnast. Oh my goodness, this amazing young lady is a 6-time Olympic medal, gold. I don't know if it's gold medals, but 6-time Olympic medal. She is amazing. She's flying over in the air and doing death defying stunts that you and I could only dream of.
Girl,
And she's been doing it for a long time. And she has endured so many hardships, including sexually molested or harassed, back when the gym doctor was molesting them, these children. She was one of them. And as well as other hardships that she's been through, many, many hardships she's been through in her life. And right now she's in the Olympics. I think she was designated as the team captain. So because, and her stunts are traditionally very, very difficult, right?
mhm.
So the stuff that she does, other people can't do. So everybody was looking forward to her doing these death-defying stunts and just doing everything harder than everybody else so that the US would look so amazing. So the pressure was on her to do all of that. And there is such a thing called, apparently in their industry, right, called the twisties. So it's like a frightening state of, what they say, the definition is a frightening state of disassociation that prevents athletes from successfully completing a skill, which can lead to serious injury. So while she's up there twisting around and doing this breakneck type stunt, she gets the twisties where her brain just kind of goes on blank. She can't see the ground. She doesn't understand where she is. You know, she can't fathom, as she says, the twisting that she's supposed to be doing. So what's going to happen to her in the air, in the middle of a stunt? Can you imagine how serious this is? So she then said, you know what? I can't do this. I can't take this on. I have to secure my health, my well-being, because right now my mental health is of utmost importance and I can't fathom taking on this kind of pressure. And when I tell you, Reese, this young lady has been getting so much from a whole lot of people, a lot of pressure, a lot of hate, a lot of hateful comments saying how she's horrible and it's a shame. She's a shame to the United States because now other countries are earning the medals that the US should be. Are you kidding me? So you want to sit here and watch her break her neck, right?
Yeah.
Is that better?
That's the same thing I'm telling you about with the negativity.
Negativity. People just really need to be more understanding, more empathetic. And I'm proud of her, you know, because a lot of people have asked me, what do you think about this, you know, Simone Biles with the mental health thing? And I say, good for her, because no one is going to look out for her. Nobody knows what she's going through except for her. So she has to speak up and she has to let people know, and she has to secure her mental health. Mental health is also physical health for these athletes. It goes hand in hand. What do you think about that?
I agree with her. I agree. You have to, we cannot please everybody. And they want her to please us, give us a goal. But what about, as you said, her health? She could go right up there and things switch. What are they gonna say then?
So she literally did an interview recently, and I'm going to read verbatim what she said. She said, literally, I can't tell up from down. She says it's the craziest feeling ever, not having an inch of control over your body. Can you imagine that as a gymnast flying through the air?
Yeah.
She says what's even scarier is, since I have no idea where I am in the air, I also have no idea how I'm going to land. Or she's like, oh, what am I going to land on? Heads, hands, feet, back? She has absolute no control. And then she says, I didn't have a bad performance and quit. It's not like she had a bad performance. She had plenty of bad performances in the past, but she never quit. She always finished her competition, and it takes her, but it's such a risky thing. So she pulled herself out of like that team thing. And typically for her, it takes maybe like 2 or more weeks, you know, to kind of like restore herself. So it's really on her. Did you want to play that video with the gentleman saying all these horrible things about her?
All right, hold on.
So while I was chatting, I was hoping that you grabbed it, Reese's Pieces. And I sent it to the email, the Let's Connect email also. Do you want to grab it from there? Because I don't know if everybody's aware of it, but yeah. And hey, Stephen. Stephen is on with us while Reese is pulling that up. We got Yoli Dean in the house. Hey, Yoli girl, we missed you, love you. You're on Amtrak right now. You're traveling, you are vacationing, and you're still listening to us. How amazing is that? That's awesome. We love you. Stephen, what's up? We see you. And Stephen says they need to leave our little sister alone. I second that. I 100% agree. You got to share your screen, okay, Reese? So, yeah, Stephen, I agree with you. They need to leave her alone because nobody can judge what another person is experiencing. And it is such a dangerous thing, like I said before, that, you know, why would we want
All right, here we go.
Turn your volume up. I'm not hearing it. I don't know if everybody else is hearing it.
It's up. You can.
So I don't know, Stephen, if you're there, or Yoli, or Brother Anthony, any one of our wonderful friends who's checking us out right now, if you all can hear the video that we have on screen, just let us know in the comments that you can hear everything. And obviously we don't own this content.
I don't know.
Let us know, friends, if you can hear the video that we're playing right now.
Russian Olympians.
Now I hear it.
Gold medal smirking at the Americans. I'm not okay with that.
Can you rewind just a little bit then?
Let me stop you.
Now
All right, let me play it back.
Simone Biles is not just a talent.
Yes.
All right, here we
So
go.
Charlie Kirk here has decided to take to his podcast and call Simone Biles a selfish sociopath and weak for her withdrawal from the Olympics for mental health reasons. Let's take a look at what the mediocre white boy had to say.
So Simone Biles, who's obviously a very talented gymnast, decided not to compete in the gold medal competition. Now, she probably could have just competed and just kind of checked the boxes and they would have got a gold medal. Simone Biles says, this Olympic Games, I wanted to be for myself when I came in, and I felt like I was still doing it for other people, as she cried after the team event on Tuesday. So it like hurts my heart, because doing what I love has been kind of taken away from me to please other people. Yeah, that's the point, Simone Biles. You're representing your nation, you're selfish sociopath. You kidding me? Today it's like, you know what? I'm not going to do something stupid and get hurt. It's just not worth it. Especially when you have like three amazing athletes that can step up to the plate and do it. So you know who has the gold medal? Russia. I have to go look at these 4'11" Russian Olympians chewing on their gold medals, smirking at the Americans. I'm not okay with that.
Now, before we go any further, let me stop you right there, Kirk, because Simone Biles is not just a talented gymnast. She's actually the most decorated gymnast ever. Now, what else were you saying?
We are raising a generation of weak people like Simone Biles.
Did your built like a Pillsbury Doughboy ass put weak and Simone Biles in the same sentence? Would that weakness be reflected in how she overcame childhood hunger and sexual abuse to become the world's greatest gymnast? Oh, you're talking about the weakness she displayed when she came forth and joined hundreds of other young girls to talk about how they were sexually abused by the Olympic doctor, Larry Nassar. Oh, you're talking about the weakness she displays by being too good at her sport that she has to be penalized so other people can catch up. Side note, because I don't know why you bigots can't pick up a book and read about the words you are trying to use, like antisocial personality type or sociopath. You will find that you fit more of the criteria than Simone Biles ever will. See, the thing, Charlie Kirk, is your whole mentality is not new. White people have expected Black people to perform for their entertainment no matter what the cost has been to them. But be on notice. Dear mediocre white people, Black excellence will no longer be accepting constructive criticism from you when you have constructed nothing. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't necessarily share all the views there. Those views were, as you can see, was a TikTok viewer that posted that. But what we were talking about is just the sentiment of how others were criticizing her for her decision to pull back from the competition, and some of the things, you know, the harsh comments is really what we wanted to focus on. Those are the views of the TikTok viewer, and it's on the screen. and the gentleman there who shared his views, but we just wanted to say, listen, she made a decision for her health and safety, for mental health, and we should never, ever pressure anyone, for having to do such a thing, because it had to be drastic for her to do that. This is her
Yeah,
life's work, her
yeah.
life's work.
All he is worried about is Russia getting the thing, the Russia getting the
Right,
medal.
another country.
Yeah. I mean, please let us be empath,
Raise
have
your
some.
volume again for me, my dear. I think I
Yeah,
lost you again.
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like, we just need to just stop this whole negativity. It's sickening. I'm sorry. It is so sickening.
right.
So sickening.
Yeah.
But kudos to
So
her.
we
And,
just wanted to
you know,
share that and say, these are some of the other views, and let's not do that to one another. Let's not do that to each other, either side. Here
just
we're not judging anybody. We're just
if
telling
you
you.
can't say something nice, shut up. Don't say it. Shut, man. No, I'm serious. If you can't say something nice, just shut up.
Just don't say anything at
Just
all.
don't say nothing, man.
Don't say anything.
Golly.
Because if you're not going through, and you need to recognize, somebody else's excellence, and if this is their life's work and they had to make a decision like that, obviously it must be a very tough one to make.
Yep. Yep.
All right,
So that is
moving right along. Da, 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 da,
right.
da, da, da.
All righty. So today's topic is about, I can never pronounce this word. So people, and I went to a good school because me and Carrie went to
you,
good school.
you went to a good school.
We went to a good school, but I can never pronounce this word. We are discussing today the
Moratorium.
thank, I love, oh yeah, I have my back. Thank you very
The
much.
COVID rent moratorium.
Thank you.
So tell everybody what that is.
That was the CDC when we all had the lockdown. They put in place where, because we had the lockdown, we couldn't go to work. Some people lost their jobs, all of that. They halted. They didn't allow landlords to evict people because they could not pay their rent because of the pandemic. So it has been going on since, so if you didn't pay 4, 5, 6, if you didn't pay for a year, your landlord could not file an eviction because you were protected under the, say the word for me.
Under the moratorium. Under the
Moratorium.
COVID rental
Right,
moratorium.
right, moratorium.
Yeah.
So now
that's okay. I'm a voiceover artist, so my job is to be able to pronounce things. That's all right. I got your back, girl.
Thank you. So it expired July 31st, right? So now,
and July 31st, for everybody who may not even realize it, because we've been sitting at home and the days are going by, the 31st was, what day was this?
It was Sunday.
Saturday, I think it was, right?
Saturday.
It was this past Saturday, everybody.
This past Saturday.
Expired this past Saturday.
But not all states, I must say. Not all states, because you have some states that, and I'm going to tell you about the states later. I think Jersey is one of them that extended theirs, but not all states are affected by this expiration of the moratorium.
Okay.
So, but the whole thing is, what about the states that are affected, right? What about what happens now? Well, Biden, the House, they tried to extend it like a horror come up thing, like, oh my God, like you forgot that it's expiring on the 31st, and they were scrambling around to get it passed for an extension. They denied it, right? So now what happens to all the people that wasn't able to pay right?
So is there an extension or there isn't an extension?
In some states they are, and I'm gonna read it off soon.
Okay.
But there's some states that are extending it, or some states that they can't do anything until a certain time.
Oh,
Jersey, I know, is one of them,
oh, okay.
right? But yes, and I've seen on single mothers, even families, two household, they don't, what are they gonna do? What do you do at this point? You know, and now they have where the government gave rent assistance money to all the states, like $53 million to help people with their rent. But guess what? The process is so slow. So yes, you may apply for it and you may get approved, but they have not dispersed the money yet. So then you have the landlord breathing down the back of these people. You have the renters worried, like, what is going to happen to me? Am I going to be out? Am I going to be homeless? So it's nerve wracking. Like, oh, what happens?
Right.
And I really feel, I mean, and then I read where the amount of money that you owe. So if you owe 1 year
Mm-hmm.
of rent, that is what you have to pay the 1 year.
Mm.
So
So
this is what,
oh, okay. So if you owed a year's rent in the back in arrears,
uh-huh.
you have to pay this 1 year. So that's what the money that the government was giving renters
They're helping
to
people
help to
with
pay that
their back pay and future payments.
and future payments.
Yes. Because
Okay.
they have to show, especially if you are on unemployment,
Mm-hmm.
that will definitely help,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to for them to get what should I say? Assistance.
Okay. And
You know,
how long, Reese, is the rental assistance? Let's say they're going to help them when their back rent that they need to pay
right.
and future rent. How long is that future rent for? Is it for like the next few months? It is the next few weeks?
Well,
Like,
according to what I've read, and it says 18, you can get help for up to 18 months.
oh,
But
okay.
what they do is in like 3-month increments. So they'll give you
So it's not like they're giving you a whole bunch of money for the
18
next
months.
18 months.
Right.
They're going to
So
give
they're
you
gonna
a,
give you like three, right. They'll give you 3 months and then you have to go back to be reconsidered, but you have to show them that you're in the same position, you know,
okay.
whatever. And then that's done,
Okay.
you know. So, but it's sad because you read, but on the other hand too, on the other hand, there are jobs out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have unemployment that's cut. You remember that extra money that they were giving out for unemployment, that extra bonus money? They stopped it because they realized that they're giving you all this money and you're sitting home and not going to work when you have employers out there trying to find people to work. So there's work out there, believe it or not.
Right. But even for those people, some people may be able, and if this is you and you're listening to me and you find a job now, you may still have monies rent that you owed during the pandemic that you
Right,
were unable to pay at that time when you didn't have a
right.
job.
Yes,
So this is for you. So this is for everybody who may have back rent that they were unable to pay, or if you're still unable to pay, and even if you've gotten a job at some point during this time, but you still have, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 months of that, you can still get some money to
they
help,
pay. Yeah, they're paying for back rent.
you know.
You know,
So the question then is, since this moratorium on the relief, the rental assistance ended on Saturday, what does that really mean for renters? What does that mean for people? Can they still apply for this assistance or no?
Yeah, they still can, because that's why they're giving all this money. I'm telling you, that's why they're giving all this money to help people that haven't been able to work and they haven't been able to pay.
Okay.
So they still need to go out there and you know what, to it, and it all depends on the landlord too, because trust me, you have some landlords out there that just don't care. And I understand everybody is all about money and everybody have their bills to pay. Everybody have their bills to pay, but especially if the landlord, and this is how it works too. I can go up and I sign up for it. The landlord has to agree and he signs up, right? He has to sign up because
Right.
that's how the money goes directly to him.
Oh, so the landlord has to sign too?
The landlord has to sign up and they give them all the information, like the direct deposit information, all
Oh,
of that.
wow. So if they don't
You-
sign up for this thing, they're out of money from that renter?
If the landlord sits and say, you know what, I don't want to deal with the government because the government take long, you know what they say, government process is long. Trust me. So they do have the option. If you go and apply, they're going to ask you for the landlord's information and all of that. The landlord goes on, register, and do send his part, whatever they need. I think
I hope
government-
that, because there's two sides to every coin, as we know. So I hope that if a landlord is unable in some way, shape, or form, or does not want to participate in this program with the renter because they probably just want the renter out of their property. So if they don't, you can't force them to participate in the program. I don't know. But
You
if
can't-
if they have the ability to not participate, I would hope that the government would still give the renter the assistance, and then the renter has to somehow pay. The government would maybe make some provisions to make sure that they are paying the rent with this money that they get. I don't,
right, but then that's why they send it straight to the landlord.
right.
You understand? Because I'm just keeping it real. You're
Yeah,
gonna have some people that get the money in their hands and
of
don't pay
course.
the rent.
They're not
So,
gonna pay the rent. They're gonna do other things
understand?
with it. Yeah.
Like I can tell you, like the states that are still going to honor the moratorium, California through September 30th, they're gonna uphold it. So people in California don't have to worry. District of Columbia, right? They're gonna uphold. Um
So, I did read somewhere, Reese, and I know this is something that
New York.
you're well
Sorry.
versed in.
People
Say
in
that
New
again?
York, people in New York have until the end of the month.
The end of which month?
August, sorry, the end of
August?
August.
Oh,
Yeah. Let me see. I thought Jersey was in there. Jersey, yes, until end of emergency plus 2 months. Yep. So if what you can do is to go into, log on to your state and put in rental assistance. What is it called? I'm gonna get you the name. You just put in the emergency rental assistance and it will pull up the information and it goes by state.
okay.
Right.
One of the things that the landlords was saying, the reason they opposed it, because a lot of the landlords, like you just said, opposed it and they challenged it repeatedly in court. And they're totally against the extension. But the reason is they were arguing that the focus should really be more on speeding up the distribution of rental assistance,
Yes.
not just
Yes.
having everyone stay at
And they
home.
keep saying that money is there. That's what the government gave them the money, and they're sitting on the money.
Yeah.
They're sitting on the money. This is like life and death for people, for some people, especially that have young kids. You
Yeah.
understand?
It's
What
true because Congress actually allocated, right? Meaning they put this money aside. They were given this money for this reason, $47 billion to do that.
Why they hold it on
And
to
it's
it?
supposed to go to help the tenants pay off all of their back rent. But so far, out of that $47 billion, only $3 billion, only $3 billion has been used, I guess.
They're saying now that Joe Biden, they're trying to find a solution. They're urging the landlords to hold off on evictions and calling on states and cities to pursue their own policies.
And our wonderful New York, which is where, you and I are from that region, even though you're in Florida now, but New York, at the time of this, which was recent, New York have distributed almost nothing.
Man, I really, let me tell
And
you.
several other states have only approved only a few $1 million out of that billions of dollars, but New York have distributed almost nothing. So this is really,
So where the New York money is? Where is the New York money?
Yeah.
You see,
Back in March of this year, 6.4 million American households were behind on their rent.
And also, I'm just seeing also that they can't turn off the utilities if it's COVID related. I don't know how they're gonna
determine that.
But they said also, let me see what New York says. New York says was no utility shutoffs due to non-payment during the state of emergency plus 180 days. Oh, they tell you wait. And if you want help with your utilities, excuse me, you can go to, there's a New York heating and cooling assistance. You can get help. There's help out there. Put your pride aside and go seek help if you need the help. This is what people pay taxes for. You understand? This is the time when people need to, if you need help, go get the help. You understand? So that's my thing on it. And nobody should look on any other person. Oh, you have to go government, go and need help. That's why we pay taxes, to help those who can't help themselves right now. We are helping people that are fully able to go out there and work. And we helping them because they're getting all the benefits and they don't need it.
People who have worked their entire lives, but then suddenly during the pandemic, this thing has knocked people out of their jobs, and knocked them into hardships, so suddenly now they need to go seek assistance. There is no shame in seeking the assistance because you've worked your entire life and paid taxes. That's what you paid all your taxes all these years for, to now get that protection that you need.
Carol, we as taxpayers are paying for people, individuals to be on food stamps or get housing, and they can go out there and work. So much more for the ones that can't work. You know what I'm saying? So we should not be judging anybody at this point in time.
Absolutely.
Because you have CEOs that lost their jobs that maybe gonna have to start back from the ground up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was watching the news report one night, and there was this lady who was a prominent lawyer, okay, making good money, okay, secure in her job and her finances, and boom, COVID hit, knocked her out. And you know where she was going? She was going to the food pantry to get food to feed herself and feed her child, because she couldn't find a job. She was having a lot of difficulties. So again, the point is, it doesn't matter who you are. There are people, you experience hardships, and none of us should judge anybody else. She was a prominent lawyer. How are you going to judge her?
Yeah, man, that just it really, really ticks me off when I hear stuff. It's me. I have no shame. So who want to talk? If I have to go, I'm gonna go, because I got my kids to feed and whatever. So I have no shame. Once you're not going out there and stealing from anybody, I have no. I'm gonna do what I gotta do because I pay taxes. So, I mean, as I said, it's really, really I really feel for those people out there that's behind, and it's legitimate. Like they don't have nowhere to turn. Everybody going through it.
Yeah.
I always
Everybody.
I always tell myself, and it's always a joke between me and my friends. Man, if I could work them streets, I would work them streets. I'm telling you.
Well, why you can't work them streets? Why?
Because I don't got that street body.
Well, you better get that street.
I
body.
need that. My grandmother said, well, thank God you don't have that street body. I will do anything to make sure my peoples have a roof over their head. And I tell no shame, everybody know that if I had that banging body,
Well,
right,
listen, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not riding with you on that one. And
you don't have a
whoever
back.
is listening, you know, so
Woo,
you know,
or maybe
I don't know, but I understand the point that you are making.
Yes,
But
I
you
guess
know,
what?
and we're joking about it and we're laughing about it. But the
But
point
it's
you're
a-
making is if you can get out and work and find some job to do, you know, go try to find some meaningful, honest, and legal work to do,
legal
is what I
people.
would say. Legal, honest work.
It's true.
You know, you
Let
may
the
not be
people that
wealthy, but if it's keeping a roof over your head and
Yes.
your children's heads or something,
Yes.
you know.
You know,
And there are so many online jobs these days too, because of the
Yeah.
pandemic. There's a lot of work from home opportunities.
I think that people got spoiled because the unemployment, they gave you all this extra money. People was making more money being on unemployment than going out there to work, you know. But
That's
hey,
going away soon.
that's going away soon too. So we can't blame pandemic for, well then I can't say that because them have the new surge. I was just watching that today where they said that the numbers are like last year summer, and we were in the heat, we were in the midst of, I mean, the numbers were high.
Yeah.
What they call it,
Yeah.
that Delta variant.
The Delta variant, and even with this Delta variant, they said the confluence of the surging Delta variant with 6.5 million families are now behind on their rent, and they're at risk of eviction when this moratorium expires, which it just expired. So that just adds to the problem. And it just compounds the issue. So now you even have more people that are getting hit by this, because once you get hit by this Delta variant, you can't go to work. You have to isolate yourself.
They said it's worse than the COVID. That's what, and it's in more younger people. It's in
there's a whole nother discussion for that. About that, this Delta variant and who it's affecting, what it's affecting, and all of that stuff. It's just, but basically, the only thing I'll say about this COVID is it hasn't gone anywhere, Reese.
You know,
we're still in this pandemic. It has not gone anywhere.
I don't know if they have another lockdown in the future coming because of the Delta variant. I don't know, but if they do, it's gonna make you think we're going through something now.
It hasn't gone anywhere. I know that we're all sick of being indoors, away from our friends, away from our families and all that, but we're still in the throes of this pandemic. It hasn't gone anywhere, but there are so many people who have just decided that they're done. They're done, and they're no longer, you know, taking all the precautions.
Like me, I do small. I don't have I do small. I have to. I'm not that I have to, but I started going out again. Like, but it's small. You see, you know what they had in I saw this morning that they had, what is it, Lollapalooza in Chicago, where you see, I'm not going to stuff like that.
No.
Oh no.
No. I just
see other people.
And see, watch. In another week to 2 weeks or so, you're gonna see how many more people, how the numbers skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Because people are not really being careful, and it's really sad that people are doing that. And I gotta tell you, I recently took a little vacation, with a couple of close friends, and we did it safely because we were wearing masks and everything. We were on the beach in masks. We're standing in the water. We weren't swimming, but we were standing in the water and just having our feet wet and all that in the sea with our masks on, and people are looking at us like,
Why you better go to the beach for if you wear a mask?
how they on the beach wearing masks? But we wanted to be safe. And I have to tell you, Reese, almost nobody else was wearing masks. We were like the only people, even walking up and down the boardwalk and all that stuff. Nobody. We went into the stores, you know, just to browse a little bit. No masks, nothing. So people have just decided that COVID has gone to sleep. COVID has taken a rest.
Them tired.
It's gone
People
anyway.
tired. It's just that it's not that they're just tired. And I understand it, but at the same time, I have to be.
You have to, because it for many people, maybe not for everybody, but for many people, it is the difference between life and death.
Yeah. It
You know,
is.
so we just want to be very, very
I just-
careful, take our necessary precautions when it comes to this COVID thing. Take the precautions, man. If it's even just to wear a mask, you know, some people are saying they don't want to do this, and the vaccination and this and that. It is a personal decision that everyone has to.
I'm still out
make.
on that one. My aunt every minute. Have you vaccinated you? Did you vaccinate? But then I'm here again. I haven't done. I'm like 95% ready to do it. Then I heard on the news that I forgot what state it was that had vaccinated people that got COVID.
Well,
No, I'm just so confused. I'm confused. Is the vaccine supposed to not make you have COVID, or if you do get COVID, the symptoms won't be so severe?
so my understanding is it's not like, you know, there is no cure for the common cold, right? You do know that, right? So even
Really?
though you take the flu shot, like the flu shot every year, doesn't mean that you're not going to get the flu. You get it, but
Right.
the likelihood of it killing you is very small. Okay, when you get your flu shot, it's the same thing with the COVID. It doesn't mean that you probably won't get it if you're in a place where you can contract it. Perhaps if you do get it, it just means that more than likely it won't be as severe. You know,
Did you
just like
get
the flu shot.
vaccinated?
Huh?
You got vaccinated?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Now, did you have any side effects from it? Like I've heard people
Absolutely
say-
nothing. I was a little sleepy,
Okay.
but I desperately needed sleep. So who knows?
make
Maybe
you
I was
sleep?
just tired.
You know me
Maybe I
sleep
was
on
just
the couch.
tired. But it did make me slightly sleepy. But apart from that, and I took a nap. I was sleepy. I took a nap. I slept, which I desperately needed, and that was it. Myself, my
Which one
friend,
did you take?
same thing. A little
Which one
sleepy.
did Moderna or Pfizer?
I actually got the Moderna.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
I'm
and I
like
have friends who got the
95%
Pfizer, and it basically was a similar effect. They were just a little sleepy, but
My
that's
daughter
it.
got vaccinated. She did. They're saying that fully vaccinated people should still get tested for COVID.
Yeah, I mean, to be on the safe side, I don't see why not. You know, you can't just, because they're also talking about booster shots and probably needing that down the road and all that. I mean, everyone has to just do their homework.
Yeah.
Okay, and educate yourself and see how you feel. Don't just stick your head in the sand and say, I'm not doing this, or da 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 da, and don't have any information about it. Go look it up, get your information, and then make an informed decision on what you want to do for because it could mean the difference between life and death. And if you choose whichever way you choose, you know, then be comfortable, because again, I'm not here to persuade anybody to do what they're going to do. You know, you just have to make that decision for yourself.
have to
I
do
made
the
decision
research.
for myself. Huh?
You just have to do the research.
Yeah, I did the research, talked to my family and all of that, and I made the decision for myself.
Right, right.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm getting there because honey, my aunt, she won't stop. Did you take it? Did you take it? Did you take
And for
it?
some people who have underlying conditions, woohoo, you're taking a chance. Big chance.
By not doing the vaccine.
Yes, big chance. big, because anyhow, somehow, they still don't even really know how this thing is being transmitted. They don't know. They simply don't know. So if you have an underlying condition like some sort of
diabetes,
or asthma or
right,
some other kind of
asthma.
breathing issues, respiratory issues, or any other types of issues. I'm not a doctor, and you somehow come in contact with this, you don't know. And I'm not here just to spread fear, so I don't want anyone saying that.
Just reading what Jesse said. With or without the vaccine, we still can die in several ways. And
with or without the vaccine, anybody. I mean, so we're not saying that the vaccine is going to, it's the savior or this and that, because like I said, there are many other things in the human body that could go wrong. You don't know.
Right.
You never know. So everyone has to do their own research and make that decision for themselves. So I am not telling anybody one way or another that you must do this because of I'm not a doctor.
No, but also Jesse was saying that you have people that have underlying conditions and their doctors advise them not to take it. Right.
Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
It depends on what the situation is and what.
Right. Everyone has to. That's why I said everyone has
not a cure.
Everyone has to do their own research. Talk to your doctor. Make sure you understand your medical situation. With your doctor, have that informed decision. Make an informed decision after you've fully discussed it, and then make your decision on what you're going to do.
Yep, I agree. So that was what I wanted to talk about today, about that moratorium and how it is affecting people. And, just have to keep watching the news and see what's going to happen, So for anybody that's going through it, go out there and try and sign up for that rental assistance that's out there. It's out there for people that need it. Don't feel ashamed. All right.
Absolutely. Yes. So if you don't mind, we can take a very quick little commercial break. And then we're going to come back with something exciting, everybody.
All righty.
Yes. We've got an exciting, wonderful, amazing guest. Candra Lewis is going to be with us. She's a CEO and author. And we're going to talk about her amazing book right now. And guess what, Reese? What? She's going to educate you on wines.
Listen here. Let me go get my wine glass. Because you can't
like that.
You can't talk about wine and not have something.
I thought you would like that. So go grab your glass.
So we're gonna take a break.
But listen, you can't be no mug or nothing like that. You can't go get no big tea mug or nothing like that.
Have permission, yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get a little glass, a nice glass. And
I gotta be feminine about this one.
Yes, you gotta be sophisticated, darling.
I need to be sophisticated.
Yes. So let's do that. Let's take a quick break. And everybody, please, our friends, do not go anywhere. Stay with us and come chat with us. Call us. We want you to ask Candra. She's here and she's going to answer your questions about wine, about her book. Call us. Let me give you the number again. 718-925-3056. 718-925-3056. Or if you're shy and you don't want to call, you can always, like you do, and we see you guys, wonderful, amazing friends, on the Facebook Live, just send us your comments. All right? Or send us your questions.
But I'm urging you to call so that Carol feel good, please.
Yes.
At least one person just take out the phone and call so she feel like
just pick up the phone and call me. Make me feel amazing. Let me feel good. Like I'm talking to you guys. I love to talk anyway, but at least I don't want to feel like I'm talking to the wall today or talking to myself today.
All righty. So here we go. We're going to take a little break and then we'll be back.
Just for a couple minutes. We'll be right back. Let's connect. We're here with you, everybody.
I'm mute.
Yeah.
I'm unmuted.
Now she's back on mute. You're on mute again.
I'm muted?
No, not you. Reese.
You're fine. I'm mute.
Reese.
So we're back. We're back.
Just turn your volume up, pull the microphone closer. Yes, my dear.
My mic sound nice. Take
Nice.
one.
See, Kendra knows it.
That's some salt and pepper right there.
Yes. So, hello, my dear. How are you?
I am good. I'm really good. Still
You
floating.
look good.
Still floating.
You look great.
Still floating.
So, I'm going to introduce our guest right now. Now, Candra,
Yes.
I call you Candra because
Yes.
maybe because of, is that how you want me to pronounce your name?
Yes, my author name is C.K. Lewis, but you can call me Candra, yes.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
hear her author name?
Her author name, everybody, is C.K. Lewis.
Lewis.
So I'm so used to calling her Candra. See, Candra, I'm so used to calling you that. So I have to remember C.K. Lewis is the author. So she has an amazing book. And I want to tell you guys about the title of her book. And it was just released this week. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I published it on our page for everybody as well. So you'll get to see it. And we're going to add the link later on to our YouTube page as well. But it's entitled, Take Control of Feeling Better. And I just want to start by saying that finding your why to eat healthier. Okay, so that's the subheading. And the title is Take Control of Feeling Better and Finding Your Why to Eat Healthier. So before we even jump into the book,
Yes.
I want to start off by you telling us, right, like, what type of business are you in? And tell us what led up to you having an interest in what you're interested in, because I'm going to let you tell everybody what you're doing, and then what led up to the book, ultimately what led up to the book and where people can find it and all that interesting stuff. So let's start off by, what business are you in, my dear?
So basically, I have, as of 2020, become an entrepreneur, meaning that I decided that one leg of income, one stream of income was not going to do it.
Welcome to the club.
I
Yes.
decided to build a company and to build something that was not only going to be powerful, but also helpful. So it has an education leg where we deal with language studies and reading comprehension and things like that. And I carry that all the way through. I actually have on OutSchool, I have a class that is extremely popular. Our wait list now is up to 2,000. So we're trying to figure out how to get that down and really be able to service these kids globally. And then I have a financial education leg, which deals with not just credit repair. If you get your credit right, you got to keep it that way. How do you do it? And then we have different things to plug into for wealth building, for explanation of debt, for even like 360. If you're not whole, you can have a business that's running, but if you're falling apart, you can't run that business. You know, and then I also have the food education where I teach people how to cook. And I also do recipe development.
Really?
So, yes.
Oh. Recipe development.
Development.
Yes.
What's
and
that?
of course, wine.
The wine.
Okay, stop with the wine.
Yes.
I like her already.
I knew you would, my dear. Yes.
Well, thank you for inviting her.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You brought out the mic. Sounds nice. Yes, that's me.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. You know, you asked a question just now, Reese. Can you repeat that?
What is recipe creation?
Recipe development.
Development. Yeah, what is that?
So that is when I basically, instead of taking a recipe that's already been, you know, thought up, just any type of ingredients, anything that you give to me, I will take it and put the flavors together. How does it need to be cooked? What temperature? What's how is it better tasting? What complements it? What texture are you trying to get at? So I literally will get in the kitchen with different types of ingredients and like work with them, different type of textures, and work with them to develop a recipe. Some of them are complicated, but for clientele, I try to keep it simple, especially people who are trying to change their diet. And I can get in there and whip it up in 30 minutes, just top to bottom.
30 minutes?
Yep, I got something for all the busy people out there when you have to get dinner on the table. And you see those dishes that I put online?
I need to get with you.
Yeah.
So you create it and then so it's like a meal prep thing?
So it's kind of like I'll put the recipes together, and then for persons who need recipe development, I show them how to do it.
Got you. Okay.
Show them how, so that they can begin to create, because when you have to change how you eat, you want to be empowered. You don't want to be enslaved to it. Yeah.
Change my eating habits.
I can't hear you, Reese.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we lost you for a bit there.
You guys not hearing me?
Now I hear you a little bit better. Is there any way you can turn the volume up a little bit?
It is up. I don't know. Okay, how about that?
Okay, that's better.
Okay. It's not my eating habits, it's what I eat. Is that eating habit? I'm trying to stop eating at 7:00, right? But it's what I eat that I need to change, that I'm having a hard time.
Yes. And so it's certain things that are going on with your palate. It's a hard time because your palate craves certain things, your body craves certain things. So when you can find something that's healthier to replace that, because so many times in our language, it's take away, stop, take away, stop. But you take it away, it's like, I still want something.
Yeah. I'm like a crackhead without crack.
Yes.
I need my chicken wings. Don't take my chicken wings from me.
And I've seen that, Candra. I've seen it. I've seen it.
It's real.
Chicken wings and all this stuff.
Yeah, and I tend to go towards salt than sweet. You know how some people like cakes, and I don't do that. I don't do cakes, and I don't do ice cream and all of that. Give me some salt. Chicken wings, anything salty, that's what I go towards. And that's
I tell you what, I very rarely cook with salt. I very rarely cook with, that was one of the things when we'll get into the book later, you said that's one of the things my mother took away was salt. And we revolted. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't use salt, just the traditional white salt anymore, but I do use seasoning that has salt. So I can't, that has some salt in it, because it's, for me, it's like taking away every, and I don't do sugar either, but taking away everything and just, you don't even cook with seasoning with a little salt?
I cook with seasoning now, but it's herbs and spices. Like, I'm really big on the herbs and spices and the.
But is it no salt in there at all?
Very rarely do I use salt. I want to control it. So there's very few dishes where I'll grab like a pink Himalayan salt or something. Or even when I go to look for my seasonings on the shelf, I look for those without salt. So I can.
That's okay. Wow.
I'll put my own, like I'll get all the herbs and make my own dry rubs. I'll make my own seasonings. I'll put everything together.
Wow. Okay.
I love
flavor. Getting used to. I don't do the, the iodized salt or whatever, that white salt, and dump that. I don't do that, but my seasoning does have a little bit of salt in it, like that all-purpose seasoning or something. It'll have some in there, you know, because I haven't gotten accustomed to the whole absolutely 0 salt.
Yeah, once you get used to it, and it's like, you know, some people can take it, but for people who can't have any salt at all,
Yeah.
then I got you, you know. And if you want a little bit of salt, go ahead and get that pink Himalayan salt, put it in
Yeah.
there, you know.
Yeah, it's healthier, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
just, you know, but for people who come to me and they're like, they can't have any salt, you still want flavor. I'm big on flavor. I have to have flavor. Bland
Yes.
does not work for me.
Yes.
Does not work for me at all. Can't do it. Can't do it.
It's gotta be flavorful for me. If it doesn't have the flavor, I can't deal with it.
There it is.
It's a struggle though. I ain't gonna tell no lie. It is.
It is. It is.
So when you say you do recipe development, right? You create because you know, we both, Reese and I, kind of honed in on that. We were like, what? You know, I heard it too. I was like, So for all people like myself who I want my life to be as easy as possible, as simple as possible. And I do look online sometimes. I look for recipes and things that are like quick, simple. If I have to go through the supermarket aisle and buy all these 50 million ingredients, I'm also not going to do that. I want something fast, something quick, and it's still going to be tasty and something I can get done quickly. So these are the type of recipes that you're mentioning that you put together, as well as more elaborate ones, or do you stay more on the simpler side for people like myself who are challenged?
I cover the whole gamut.
Okay.
Seriously, especially because with trying to, you know, not trying to, but growing a business and growing a child, it's, yeah. And so it's like you want to, you know, so a lot of times, like during the week or something like that, it may be one of those simple, like one bowl meals.
Yes.
Dinner. I may be able to cook it up just in, I love my wok. I'm a wok fiend. I can cook up in my wok just and have it done. And he's having like 3-4 bowls of it because he's like, oh yes. And those are the ones you see mostly on my Candy and Wine Facebook and Instagram pages. When I just, those things that I can just throw together, and it's filling and it's flavorful. It's got the layers, it's got your starch, it's got your vegetables, it's got your protein, it's all in one bowl, and we're good to go.
And these kids, they don't care what it looks like. They just want, well, my boys, let me talk for my boys. They eat anything. They just want to see that it's food, that they eat it. So.
Oh yeah, I'm big
Maybe
on
that's
flavor.
because you're an amazing cook.
Yeah, don't sleep on that. If you're a good cook, kids will eat it. They will eat it. I've had so many.
Why you give it that side eye? Why you give that side eye, Carl? I can cook. Thank you very much.
Actually, it was a compliment to you. I was being nice. See, she doesn't trust me. See, she don't trust me, man. But seriously, so Candra, how would someone reach you if they needed some of these amazing recipes that you have? How can I, let's say I'm at home and I'm desperate and I need this. How do I get this?
So they can get a hold of me through my website. My website launched the day of the book.
Oh.
So I launched that evening. It's cklewis.online.
When it launched already?
Oh yeah, I launched it at 6. The book launched it like around 9, and the website launched at 6 p.m.
That's what I'm talking about. Make that money.
And I have to admit that I did check out the website as well. So for everybody who are curious or interested in these amazing recipes, if you are like myself, write this down: cklewis, LEWIS.online. That's the website.
Yes.
So check it out, peruse the website. And
they can also go to Facebook at Candy and Wine, CANDYE and Wine.
Boy, we always have to be we always have to come up with that special. Not
Does somebody else have the candy?
You know what I'm saying? C-A-N-D-E. I like it. I like it. That's how you set yourself apart.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Candy and Wine is the Facebook page, everybody.
And Instagram.
CANDYE and Wine is the Facebook page. And the Instagram is
Same thing.
You have a
Candy
copy
and
of the
Wine?
book there?
Candy and Wine, Instagram and Facebook.
You have a copy of the book with you right now, so you can hold it up and show us?
It's only available online, but I can pull a picture.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's only available in ebook form right now,
Got you.
but the other versions are coming. They are coming. Let's see. So I've got actually I have your beautiful post that you did.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that is it right there.
Take control of feeling better.
Yes.
Reese, if you could put it up, go to the Let's Connect link. I had sent you the link to it. And so if you could put it up on the screen for everybody so people could see. And while you're pulling that up, it's on our Let's Connect WhatsApp. So if you could click that link, put it up there for everybody. So Kendra, while we're chatting right now, I know that I was asking you, how did you get into the matter of dealing with food and wine and eating healthy? How did that come about and why?
Yeah, well, I started off literally like I was talking about in the book when my mother started making changes, but that really didn't put me into it because I was like, I don't want to do this. You know, I still want my favorite drink to be purple, you know, instead of that actual grape. But it was when I started to not feel so good myself. And different injuries were showing up. My knees would literally lock from years of like jumping up, you know, when breakdancing was big and hip hop dance and everything. You're on your knees and you're doing all those different types of things. And also just you deplete when you're just going and you're working out, you deplete those minerals and those enzymes in your body. So I had to seriously make some changes. And then another part of that was at the time that I really started getting into that, I had a very stressful job. I was working in law and it was very stressful, and cooking became something I did to relax. So I would get, you know, with different friends of mine and we would, you know, get together and we get in the lab and we would start coming up with things. And it was actually very relaxing for me to be in the kitchen, to be creating, to be baking, to be, you know, cooking, to be, you know, even started getting into making wine. So it was like, you know, that's what I would do to relax and wind down. So
That's amazing that you say that, because
You literally wind it down.
yes, ma'am.
I have to say, I never found cooking as relaxing. I'm the complete opposite.
No, it's true. It's relaxing when you're in the right mood. As for me, when I cook, I have that music going on and I'm drinking. You can't tell me I'm no Martha Stewart. I'm telling you.
Yes,
You have to be in that zone.
you gotta have a glass of wine when you cook. You must have a glass of wine.
I am so happy for you. And that's the reason I'm asking you like about this book and how did you even become interested in cooking? Because there are a lot of people who are interested in cooking, but it's like, how did you even take that interest to turn it into something more?
Yeah, just really like, you know, and you know, like in the book when I was talking about it's a family thing. When you come together with family, what's the first thing we do? We feed one another, you know. And my grandmother was big on cooking because she would get up in the morning and she would cook and she would make her biscuits and she made these salmon patties. Oh, they're so So it's like, when you're that's where, and then we would do things as a family. We cooked as a family when she would come up, my mother, my sisters, me, my cousins. We would get in the kitchen. That's what we did. And there would be, like you said, music playing and everything, but really getting into it to the level that I have, it like happened over years of travel, of getting into more culture, getting into really just like getting into the food scene, like going to the food and wine events that they had in New York, going to all the different restaurants, getting to meet different people that were on the food scene, and really like learning different methods and then taking them and simplifying them. I'm huge on simplifying. I even did that in school. If they a complicated subject, I need to simplify it. I'm going to take it and simplify it. So whatever methods came to me, simplified.
No.
Going back to, I hear some echo. You hearing echoing?
Yeah, I'm hearing echoes and it's really bad. Even when I speak.
Going back to where you said cooking with the family, and those meals are not no vegetables and salads, and we talking about some, especially for people down south, mashed potatoes and the sweet this and the biscuits and the ham hocks and the curry chicken and the all that. We're talking about food. So that's what we used to growing with all this food. So now we reached 50. I'm talking my age. I know we're gonna have to scale back because all them eating, you talk about the knees, you talk about girl, people going down, them dads we could go down, you can go down, but you can't get out. You know what I'm saying? Because and all of this, the eating habits have to change. And it's so true because I'm experiencing it right now. So I'm glad I'm definitely gonna get this book when I'm done.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then you interact with wine, can't be a better book. Trust.
When did the book launch? And again, the title of the book, can you remind us the title of the book, Candra?
Take control of
C.K. Lewis.
Yes, take control of feeling better. Take control of feeling better.
Yes, and we put that link up there with the picture. And where can people find this book?
So right now it's on Amazon.
Awesome.
Amazon. So that's where it is now, but there's more to come.
Yep, it's on Amazon. There's more to come. I'm so happy for you. And as well as people can go to your website that we just talked about, which is cklewis.online, and order the book as well. Yes. So please, everybody, and it's not like it's a terribly expensive book because I looked it up. I didn't get a chance to purchase it yet, but I will be doing that because I want to check it out. So everybody, please make sure you check out this book. It is amazing. If you're interested in recipes and making your life a little bit easier like I am, let's check that out.
I'm gonna put it up again so everybody can see.
Yeah. Can you bring your microphone closer, my dear? I know it's like a pain.
If I bring this microphone closer one more time.
There you go. You have to go directly into the mic. Yes, take control of feeling better. This book is on Amazon. If you don't want to go to Amazon or something for whatever reason, we're going to post the link to this on our YouTube page. Online as well. We're going to post the link once we're done here. But people go to cklewis.online. That's www.cklewis.online. Look up all the other information that she talked about today. You can get the book as well through there. As you see, it says it right on the screen. Grab the book. Oh, cheers, my dear. Reese, where your wine there? Where your wine glass?
Next time, no wine. I looked and there was no wine. Done. What that say? What does that? Any people out there with wine that sell wine, hit me up. I can advertise it for you on the Let's Connect show.
I
If you
know,
have the
right?
right business.
You are so silly.
I do need
No
that.
wine in the house, huh, girl?
That
Yeah.
means
You gotta have some. You gotta have some. You get on the wine club. Get on the wine club. I got a wine club too.
You also have a wine
you have
club?
a wine club. Oh, you need to talk. Hello.
There you go.
You need listen, man.
Yes,
I need one of your bottles so I can be sipping while I'm connecting with my guests.
that's right. That's right. And actually, I have some other things launching surrounding wine. Keep an eye on the website and on Facebook because I'm going to be doing a spot with Ebony Merriweather. She is a mortgage broker out of Atlanta. We're going to be educating people on wine and mortgage.
Wow.
Yep.
Wine and mortgage.
So
I
we're
don't know
going
if
to be
after
launching
you
that
drink
this
your wine, you'll feel so good and you may not want to pay the mortgage.
Or might get a little bit easier. Might get,
You know?
Or
So
that
tell
might
us-
make it a little easier to pay it.
So
yeah.
is your wine business up and going now, or it's in the process?
Oh no, everything's up. It's
Okay, so tell me a little bit. I don't know about the wine club. Real quickly, just tell us what a wine club is.
So wine club is you do a monthly subscription and you choose whether or not you want 2 or 4 bottles. You choose whether or not you want them to be all whites or you want it to be all reds. I suggest a mixture because I'm very big on expanding the palate. Very
I
big
don't
on
like
expanding.
red wine.
Okay, so you get all whites.
I like red, not red, white or the blush.
Oh, okay, so blusher like a rosé. You're more like, there you go.
Listen, coming from somebody that all my life I've always drank liquor, like Johnny Walker Scotch. That's been my drink.
Okay, you are my people, yes.
Black, double black, or I'm aiming for the blue one of these days. But I took a trip to Napa Valley in California, where I actually did the whole, wine taste. First of all, I thought wine tasting was like in little like shot glasses, kind of small. Lo and behold, there were regular wine glasses, and honey, I was up that strip sampling everybody's wine. And by the time I got back to the hotel, I was like, what? I was done. But it was such a nice experience. And ever since then, I've been into wines, but I don't like the red wine. And I heard that one is better than the white wine, healthier wise.
You definitely want to it took me to when I first started drinking wines. It took me a minute. It was a store I used to go to on the Lower East Side. The sommelier, his name was Dennis. And every time we would come in to either stock up for parties or things like that, he would say, oh, have you tried this? Or have you tried that? And eventually I look up and I'm drinking all different kinds of wines. So even like wines that aren't my nightcap wine, I can take that wine, taste it, and say, okay, it'll pair good with this, or it'll make a good cocktail. Or if you change the temperature of it and do something with it, it'll, so I do the same thing with my wine I do with my food.
Oh. But so how, I've always been curious about that specific thing. Like, how do you pair wine with food? Because I know, and this is for our sophisticated listeners who have the palate for it. But maybe it's not for the sophisticated because they already know what to do. So it's for the rest of us who may not be as sophisticated. How do you pair and how do you know what you're doing right? Should red wine be with, fish or meat, or is it white wine? How do you know? What's the best type of wine to go with what meal?
So in general, seafoods, lighter seasoning, more like the white wines and things of that nature. Steaks, more robust flavoring. Red wines that are more on the more tolerant end or the drier end, or venturing into the sensitive. But in my line of work, yes, I'll tell people, this is in general where you want to pair things with, the lighter the seasoning, the lighter the wine, the heavier the seasoning, the more it can take on that drier wine, that heavier, robust wine. But to be honest, everyone has a different sensitivity. Everyone, and even with the rules of food, I break those too. So I break the rules of wine as well. I may have a seafood and do some red. I might even make the red wine sauce with the seafood. So it's like wherever the flavor palette goes, that's where you want to go, because wine is really about enjoyment. It is about relaxation. That's your fun time. You shouldn't be stressed about whether or not your wine matches your food. You should be enjoying your meal. You really
It
should.
is, because I don't have the right wine. Please.
And sometimes I'll put out 3 different wines. I'll put out a red, a white, and a rosé with the same meal, and tell the guests, like, you decide which one. Try all 3. Which one tastes better? We just have a whole tasting thing going on.
Can you chill red wine? I don't know, because or you have to drink it warm. I mean, I've seen people drink it warm, but I like mine kind of chill.
So like this one I have tonight, this one is all the way at the end of the dry spectrum. It's more of a tolerant one. And not only do you want those at room temperature, you want them to breathe, you want them to aerate, so that you really get the full flavor that's in it. And that's what you want your decanters for as well. Some of your table wines, your sweeter reds, your table reds, some people like those with a little bit of a chill to it. Your sweeter wines, you do want more of a chill to them.
Yeah, I like that. The sweeter ones, I do like it with a chill.
Moscato, or whatever the dessert wine.
I don't know if Candra can hear you, but I'm not hearing a word. Can you hear her? Not really, right?
Yeah, I don't understand. You hearing me
now?
now?
We hear you, but we're not
Because
hearing you.
I'm hearing this echo thing in my ears.
Yeah, we're not hearing an echo anymore. I did before, but the whole point of a conversation is to be able to hear you, my darling. So if we can't hear you,
this wine thing got me going. When it comes to alcohol,
and you didn't even have a glass of wine yet.
I don't even have a glass of wine, and I'm acting the fool. So you can imagine bad wine.
Oh my goodness!
I need that. I try, but
I'm so glad, Candra, that you also talked about the connection between wine and food, because, excuse me, that's something that I wanted to ask about, because so many people feel like they can't eat without having wine with their meal. So there's definitely, for many, that connection between wine and food, but like you're saying, there's no right or wrong necessarily, right?
In the real world, there's no right or wrong. Now, if you're going to an event and the event's purpose is to do the proper things, then you do the proper thing. But at home, do you. Yep. And you do what.
If you want to have red wine with your fish, God damn it, drink it.
Wait a minute. Do you secretly have a glass of wine over there or something? Because we going down here. Where's the wine? Where's your alcohol? You got something hidden over there.
You ain't got that Johnny Walker we didn't know about.
Right? You sneaking one in on you over there, girl.
I know. But yeah, thank you for that education there. Because none of that, and just to let you know, Sandra, I see here where Capri Lewis says that your book is super good. Great book, CK. That's what she said.
Yes, thank you, my lovely sister.
Awesome. Family is everything. That's right.
Oh, and I have there's a question from Camille. Hi, Camille. She wants to know, what is a good starter wine other than Moscato?
Okay, Riesling. If you're more on the like you more flavor like white wines, Riesling. because a Riesling, you can get it so that it's not as sweet. So it starts to pull you more toward the drier, but you still have that fruit note. You still have that sweet note that's in there that gives you some hint of familiarity.
Okay. So there you go. That Camille, Riesling. I said Riesling.
Yes. And also Camille Peters, you know, she says congratulations on the new book. And Karen Clark Redden, same thing. Hi, Karen. Says great stuff.
Thank you.
So thank you, everybody. We love you guys for checking us out and listening. But the other thing I wanted to ask you though, Candra, when we talked about the wines and the wine club, you know, so let's say I wanted to join, let's say Reese wanted to join.
Yeah. I take this one for the team. I don't mind.
Let's say Reese wanted to,
and then you know what you do, Candra? Then she say, Reese, send me one of them bottle of wine, because she don't like, she want me to be the bad person, and not the bad person, the crazy one, right? So I'll take one for the team. Carol, I'll order what you want me to order for you. It's no problem.
Yeah, just order it and send it to me on the DL, right?
She want to do it on the DL.
If you're in the wine club and you want to order something, can they also join the wine club first of all, can they join the wine club through your website?
Yes, so there's a link to my actual wine link. I partnered with Wine Shop at Home. And so there's a link right on the website that will take you to the site, and you can join the wine club. And then with wine club membership, you have different perks, you have different discounts. You learn about things first before everyone else does. So it's good. And then, the first week of the month, 4 bottles come rolling in.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's awesome. I actually like that idea.
Yes. And actually I have a sampler, like when you get your wines from us, you get your card. So this is like the wine I'm having right now, right? So you get your card and it tells you all about the flavor. It tells you what grapes are in it. It tells you how you should serve it. It tells you different fun facts about the wine. And then on the back, something that you can use to compliment it. So you're not just left to your devices when you get your wine. If you're thinking, hey, what can I pair with this? Boom, it's right on the back.
I love that. So for people who have no idea, because usually, if you go online and you order some wine or whatever, if you're not already well versed in wines and knowing what they are, then you don't really know what to order. You don't know what to do with them. But with this, you order it, you get this little card. So Reese, you can go on and pretend when you got guests like you know what you're talking about.
I would think that this is what I'm gonna talk to you. You know why too? Because I do a lot of sip and paint events.
Yes, I love a good sip and paint.
I'm doing one this Friday.
You know what? That's a good idea for wine tastings. I do wine tastings. That's a good idea for them. I've done them virtually where they've been where we've done like storyboards or done different things, and I virtually.
My people don't want. Candra, I can tell you, my people don't want no storyboard. They want the actual thing. They want to taste it. Okay. So we can.
You got the bottle. You got the bottle. I'm just virtually. Y'all somewhere else. I'm virtual, so I can hit it as many parts of the country as I can.
But definitely we'll talk to you because, as I said, I have a paint bar and we do a lot of sip and paint. So sipping on some wine. So we got to talk after this.
Yes, we need to talk.
That is an event that she has. So definitely that's a very nice connection.
That is a way of me, getting different wines in for my different events. So that works.
She has multiple events at the paint bar. She has the work bar, the this and that. So she has multiple events.
The only thing I need that is left is to have a bar.
Well, you don't need it because you got Candra who can help you out and supply everything.
That's the only thing left. So
there you go.
Definitely.
So that would be amazing. You can work that into your events, you know, with the
Yeah.
explanation and the education with people who want to know about it. Maybe you present a certain wine that day during your sip and paint or whatever, and you tell people about it. Kendra can tell folks what it is, what it's all about, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just,
That's the beauty of
That's a
Konnect.
beautiful idea, Carol. We need
Let's
to bring you
connect. Let's connect. We did connect. Hello.
I'm saying,
Hello.
hello. That's the
Hello.
reason we are all here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Oh, I absolutely love it because this is so helpful for everybody else. And again, that's one of the things that we do on this show, Kendra. We are called Let's Connect, right? So all of our guests that we have on the show as well, we like to connect everybody together because you might have one aspect of something that you're dealing with, another person has a different aspect. Doesn't mean that we can't, you know,
Join
there's
together.
so much to go around
There
for
really
everybody.
is.
You know, and we just love to share with one another. We have amazing guests who join us on the show, and I just like to connect everybody. It
And
makes me
thank you for
happy.
being our first guest. We've been off for a while. So I
Yeah.
want to thank you so much for joining us on our
Thank
first
you.
day back, new time, you know, new day. Because normally we were on a Wednesday in the afternoon, but you know, sometimes change is good.
Yes.
So really enjoyed. I mean, thank you for being our guest tonight.
We
thank you.
absolutely love you being here.
And we are gonna be BFFs after this because you know
Yes.
you're in the wine, alcohol, and we say, hey, you
Kendra,
know.
don't you also have I think you have a podcast and stuff too, right?
So I'm gonna be relaunching that. It's on YouTube right now, and then we're gonna branch into, it's called Enlightened Affluence. And I need to get you on that channel as well. I have different entrepreneurs who are into different things you may not have thought of, and you may need their services, you may not. You may be dreaming about something you want to do and you don't know you can do it.
Yeah.
So I've had actually one of the artists I have, Dana De La Camera, she was on, I didn't even know that on Clubhouse you could do plays. Her interview was so enlightening on what you could do with Clubhouse at a whole nother level, the app Clubhouse. And then taking that and taking what was done on Clubhouse, and they're taking that off Clubhouse, and it's actually going to be made into like live plays and movies and shows and stuff. So
Really?
yes, there's so many different things that were on there. My friend Faye, she has sweat glows, which is a moisturizer, but it helps you sweat when you work out, but it's good for your hair, all over, everything. She had started this line. And I'm like, this is incredible, like incredible natural ingredients and everything. So I'm just looking to put people out there, connect and get people like ideas and stuff. We don't know what we don't know. And when I was trying to bring it together, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I didn't know how to bring my vision together. And so I really have to give a shout out to my my guide, my mentor, Chris Holder. He took a whole pile of confusion and just dreams and gave me a definite path. And he's not for the faint of heart. If you're ready, he's ready. He will deal with you. He will work with you. But once you work with him, you see how much he cares. And he is actually one of the main reasons that this book exists.
You know, sometimes we want to do something and life, you know, but it's fear of rejection, fear that people are not gonna, of no, you know, of no support and whatever. But once you and Carol know me, I'm a big stickler for women and power, you know, we're doing our thing and we just gotta go out there and just show the world what we're made of. And when they say no, it to me, no at first used to be like, oh my God. But then I was like, no. Every time somebody says no, I work harder. It's like motivating, very motivating, you know? So kudos to you. And I respect everybody that goes out there and do it. No matter if you're selling fingernails, fake fingernails, you know what I'm saying? At least. And being an entrepreneur is not for everybody. So I don't want people to think that, oh, you have to have a business. It's not for everybody. Some people just don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
You know? So, but for the people that want to be out there and be in the grind, like, listen, I have a t-shirt line, and I have a shirt that says, I don't want to work 9 to 5, so I hustle 24/7.
I need that shirt.
Okay, you got it. I'll tell you,
need-
I don't want to work for 9 to 5, so I hustle 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, there are gonna be bumps along the way. Trust me, going through it now.
Oh yes.
But
Oh,
you have to just keep the faith, And if you have a good support system, trust me.
Yeah.
Real quick before Camille says we are fun. That's our aim, Camille. But you know, Carol always want to put it on me that I'm the crazy one, but it's all good.
You know
And
what?
we're glad that you joined us. Karen,
now you're trying to clean up your image.
I know,
right?
And Karen, if you're ever in the South Florida area, come check out my it's called Dip Paint Bar. Check it out. Come in. And we always doing sip and paint. So this week we're doing a Jamaican independence theme. So we're gonna have cocktail patties, we're gonna have jerk chicken and all of that.
And
So-
what's the Skrilla on this? What's the price so we can get in there? You just
It's
post it.
30
when you post it?
Yes, it's $30. And let me tell you what sets my sip and paints apart. It's $30 and you get your art supplies, you get your food, and you get your wine. So everything is included.
Okay, so if
And you
Rebecca is listening, might need to make a trip.
and anytime you guys want to scroll to Dip Paint Bar.
Because Candra, you are in Florida also, right?
I'm in South Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
That's big. I never tell anybody where I'm at. You got it out of me, Carol.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear.
Lord.
No,
You suppose
I'm
the
so
lady
sorry.
had it-
I just,
the
but
lady
you
had
don't
it
have
on.
to tell them exactly where.
Suppose the lady was in witness protection and you're gonna
I
tell her
know,
to share
right?
everything.
But I'm in
Yeah.
South Florida. Yes, I am. So-
Okay, so I'm in
You know what?
Coral Springs.
I just wanted
So-
to connect you guys because her paint bar is also there. So for everybody who's listening, Reese's paint bar is in Florida. And
Yes.
see,
I'm trying to be like, not trying to, you know how you have painting with a twist?
Yes.
I want to be one of the Black women that have a painting bar.
Well, we need to
Like-
support. So I'm
Yes,
gonna put this
that's
up on
what
my
I say.
site. You send me the information, I'm gonna put it up
Yes.
on all my private and
Yes.
public platforms so we can support. And
Yes,
you, said jerk chicken. You had me a jerk chicken.
honey,
I wish I could get some, seriously.
and I'm gonna sneak in a little Jamaican white rum enough for those people who think them. You don't have to go all the way out.
You'll make me lose it over here. Oh my goodness.
Don't lose it,
All
honey.
right.
Don't lose it. That's how
I'm
Reese
so foodie over
rolls.
here. It's time, girl.
Everything provided for you.
for
All you have
$30,
to
and you
do
get
is
to take
show
your
'em.
art home. You take your art home.
And I've gone to other sip and paint events and we brought our bar.
Oh, no,
Wow.
honey. Honey, when you're dealing with, you see who I am? I love alcohol, so I got to. You see the name bar. Everything I have
Wait
has
a minute, you
bar
love
on the end.
alcohol? Wait a minute, that sounds like a little something different now. You love alcohol? Wait a minute. Hmm. Wait.
No,
Or do you love to provide it to your guests?
I like to provide it. Being a host, you have to.
See, I'm trying to help you, girl. Come on now,
Don't even
ride
have
with
when it
me.
comes to that. Don't even have when it comes. This is what happens when you come on the Let's Connect show. You
Yeah.
never know. You start out serious and end up like silly. We're just silly. But that's the balance we have here.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
I
But
hope that people that are listening for the first time, don't be scared. Don't be scared.
don't be
Don't be
scared.
scared.
You
Don't
know,
be
come back. Reese's
Come
crazy.
back. We really do
But-
have serious topics that we talk about. We really talk about good topics, but we have to mix it up. So don't be scared. We want you back. Okay.
That's
so
right.
we're here every Monday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And if you have any business out there that you have, or whatever you're doing, you can come on, tell us about it. We'd love to have you. you know, come on the show. If you want to call just to say, hey, how you doing? Or you want to do a shout out to somebody, you know, give us a call. You know, you can join us on, you know, we just want to hear from you guys, you know, and if you missed the show at any time or look at our past shows, we are on YouTube. We have our own channel. So we want you to subscribe to that. So when we have a new episode, you hear that ding, 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 you know, them crazy girls are on again. And you can see the full episode.
That's
all right.
And we have
I own my craziness. I own my craziness. Carol, she on the down low. She want to be one of them tight. See,
wait, you throwing me under the bus now. Wait a minute.
3 months I have to do it. I missed you 3 months.
Oh my goodness. So, you know, I am so glad that you told everybody, Reese, where to find our information. Go on out, you guys. Go on our YouTube page. We have all the episodes that we did before there. You'll be so interested. We talked about postpartum.
Yeah, we talked about autism.
We talked about autism. We talked about
mental health,
suicide prevention, generational wealth.
All of that. So credit repair.
Credit repair. We have so many topics heavy topics and fun topics that we touch on the show. And we like to do it where we have fun. And we always, we love to spotlight folks. So, you know, give us a call. We would love
if you're a singer, if you're a singer and you want to be heard, if you go say, maybe you want to go out there and be a singer or a rapper or whatever you want.
But you got to be able to sing though.
In your own, listen, don't judge them. If they feel like listen, if they feel like, because when I'm in the shower, you
in the bathroom.
You can't tell me I'm no Whitney Houston when I'm in that shower listening to my music. Okay, so who are you to tell me that I can't go there and have a recording contract? Leave the people alone.
Well, you can have a recording contract in your bathroom and sing in your bathroom.
If you want to showcase anything, if you want to be a writer, if whatever you want to sing, come on and let's connect. And you sing your heart. Oh, we got your back. I don't know about Carol, but I got you.
Wait a minute.
Turn this into the Apollo. Like, boo.
Yeah, I know, right? I'll be over here like, wait, where did we go?
You remember the guy on American Idol, the one that said she banged? You remember that?
Yeah, one? Right. That I was thinking about him. I was thinking about him. But Candra, my dear,
thank you.
We love you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And we're going to keep on talking with you behind the scenes, like I said, because there's so much.
Now I found my wine person.
Yes.
You're stuck with me for life. You're stuck with me for life, Candra.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Don't scare the lady now. Come on.
Don't be so quick to clap.
We need to have her come back on the show. Don't scare her off now. You got to do it gently. Sneak up on her.
I know, right?
That, you know.
I'll bring you some wine and some Johnny Walker. What's the green one you haven't tried yet?
I don't want the green. I want the blue.
The blue? Have you got that black though? You need to get the Johnny Walker.
I've had the black and the double black.
Mm-hmm. The red be strong. The red gets you right here, but it's still good. But yeah, you need some blue in your life. Yes. Yeah. Carol's like, ooh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
when you see me coming and let's connect.
Knowing the statement she just made, I love my alcohol.
Now that the show,
okay, I'll bring the taster.
Yes, thank you very much.
Now that the show has moved to the evenings, I am all right now that I can have my Johnny Walker and be sipping. So who and anybody that want to drink, they can have a drink. But I know I'll be having a drink. So once I get my wines, we can, I can say this is sponsored by, Candra. I don't know the name of it.
People need to be drinking anything on this show, really.
Can you imagine if I act this crazy without drinking? Lord of mercy.
Yeah, give you something else. But Candra, thank you so much. We're going to remind people before you go. I know we've told them 50 million times. Kendra has so many things going on. Kendra Lewis. However, the book, please remind us the title of the book, Kendra.
It's Take Control of Being Healthier. Okay, of eating healthier. All right. Take control of that. Take control of Yes.
Absolutely.
Take
And
control of feeling better. Take control, because the subtitle is finding your why for eating healthier. So you want to take control of feeling better. And that's kind of like all the way around. Just take control of feeling better, period.
absolutely.
You know?
Take control of feeling better. It's so important, and especially, and that's why I was so happy that you came on with us today too, because it's relevant, you know, to everything that we're going through right now with the COVID and the pandemic and people being inside, and people are not feeling good. There's so many people who are not feeling good, but we love to remind people in different ways that you can still take control, right? And this is one way. Take control of feeling better. You can. Maybe start by eating better, so you feel less lethargic, you have more energy, you can have more fun, and then, you know, even if you're not working out, like people like me who don't not working out anymore, but if you take control of how you're eating, Reese, you know what I'm saying? You can you know, put away some of them salty chicken wings and all that stuff.
Oh my God. It's true.
I will support you in that. I will support you.
We got your back, girl. See?
Got your back.
I need it.
Solutions.
Absolutely. Absolutely, my dear. So let's do that and get into that. And thank you again, my dear. We talked about the book. We will post the link on our YouTube page. And we thank you. You're going to come back at some point because I know you have a lot to talk about. The book launched this week.
And it made bestseller in less than 12 hours.
What? You didn't tell us that part? Oh,
Yes.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what, congratulations.
And big congratulations.
When she makes it big, you know, when she makes it big, remember
I
us?
cried.
Remember us when you make it, when she's on the Today Show and talking about her book? I'm claiming it, girl. You're going to go on the Today Show.
I'm claiming with you. Yes.
Absolutely.
Bestseller in 2 categories in less than 12 hours.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's why you on cloud 9, girl. You better get
That's amazing. I'm so happy and I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
Everybody else, continue to go and get that book and make sure it stays on the bestseller, please. Okay, support, and support our women, support our Black women who are doing it. Okay, please support it. It's a major event here that she's done. She's launched this book. It was not easy, but she persevered and she did it. So we're going to support her. All right. Thank you for coming on and chatting with us. We wish you all the best. And anytime you want to come back, you have anything you want to talk about, because you have some other things coming up on the horizon as well. Please come back.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me. I appreciate it. I had a ball. I will be supporting, and I put it out there. Everyone needs to support. Let's connect. Let's keep supporting it. Whether whoever's on here, let's support a platform like this. Are you having all this variety of conversation and covering the gamut of everything? Because when I checked in, I heard you all talking about the rent and everything and COVID and things like that. These conversations that we're having behind the scenes, you know, we need to have them fearlessly out loud. You know, there's some people who want to be vaccinated, some that don't, you know, but to have a real conversation without the propaganda, without all of that, just to have a down home, truly like heartfelt conversation, communicating between, you know, one another. That's what we need right now.
And also, you guys that are out there that's, you know, viewing us on Facebook, you can tune into myturnradio.com. And that's where we're actually streaming from. Is the first female online radio station. It's all female DJ/hosts. So I want you guys to check us out on myturnradio.com. All right.
Right.
And we're on online 24/7. And I actually have a show on Sundays called Mimosa Mix. And that's from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. where I play old school R&B, you know, back in the day, them, you know, reggae, R&B, slow music, all that, you know, them new edition. Remember back in the days?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I take it back, girl.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, so check out our radio station, myturnradio.com. We have DJs from Trinidad, Canada, New York. We're all over the place. All right. And there's
That's
music for
right.
everybody. So if you like hip hop, if you like reggae, if you like, we don't only just play Caribbean music, we play all genres of music. All right. So
Yes,
check
indeed.
us out.
All right. And with that, thank you so much, Candra. You
Thank
come on
you.
back and be with us. We love you. Thank you. And we
Love you
will
too.
chat with you offline.
Yes.
All right. Nice meeting you, Candra.
Nice meeting you too.
All right. So we're at what, 20 minutes before 9. All right. So real quick before I forget, we are having, let me find my thingamajig. I want to put out there that this Friday, DJ Hypeness, or I should say My Turn Radio, we're having an event on August 6th for all you people. Is it in Connecticut, New York, or I think New York is closer to Connecticut and Jersey. We're having Island Vibes Edition, admission $20. Okay, this Friday is going to be at Mango's Sports Bar and Lounge. So if y'all trying to figure out where you guys want to go for the independence, you need to check out My Turn Radio, DJ Hypeness. And she is actually the owner of the station. All right, so you'll get to meet her. Love her. She will give us the opportunity to act the fool on here. So we have to say big up to Miss Jessie Hypeness. Once again, it's called Island Vibes. And you can go on eventbrite.com and purchase your tickets. On is Island Vibes New York. I think that's what it is. It says on Eventbrite. And once again, it's going to be at Mango's Sports Bar and Lounge in Connecticut, 2162 Barnum Avenue, Stratford, Connecticut. All right. So
Can you repeat that address again, please?
It is 2162 Barnum Avenue in Stratford, Connecticut. 06615. Yes.
Right, so
and music. And the music is gonna be Tony Matterhorn. How could I forget Tony Matterhorn, famous international DJ Hypeness and DJ Montana. They're going to be at the ones and twos. That's what I'm saying. So officially,
on the
ones and twos. You don't want to miss it, because I'm gonna tell you, DJ Hypeness and DJ Montana, them bad. That bad.
Yeah.
When you hear DJ, when you listen to DJ Hypeness, man, I tell you, you come back and you're like, yes, you wonder. It's bad. So that's
plan in advance.
Plan in advance. $20 for the ticket. More at the door. So go on Eventbrite and get your tickets.
Yes.
All right. So that was the announcement. Oh, and if you have any, once again, for those who are listening out there, if you have an event and you want us to big up your event, or you want us to promote your event, we can do so for, a small fee, but we'll help you. You help us, So if you have an event out there and you want us to do that for you, hit us up on Let's Connect on our Facebook page or Instagram, wherever, and we can, get you situated. All right. So that those, as the church people say, and those are the announcements. You remember the church announcements? So those are the announcements for today.
Those are the announcements for today. And as a voiceover person, I'm just going to jump in real quickly right now and just say, as a voiceover person, I'm just going to jump in again and say this really fast and put my glasses on.
Well,
you're listening.
Specs. Put in the specs.
Yes. You're listening to the Let's Connect show with Carol and Reese right here on My Turn Radio. So don't go anywhere.
Okay.
That's my little interjection.
Okie dokie. So people, that's what Carol does.
Yes, 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 yes. It's exciting. Exciting and wonderful. I miss being here and chatting with everybody. We talked so much today. That's why I just kind of wanted to throw that in there so people know what show they're listening to, because we talk about so much.
Yes, we always do. We
Yeah.
always do.
Yeah, so
But it was a good show today.
it was.
And we covered from reality show to rent evictions to cooking with wine and eating healthy, and
It runs the gamut, but that's what we're here for. You know, the idea is on our Let's Connect show, we have live discussions, as you can see. And I love the fact that we have such great guests who come on and talk with us and talk honestly with us. They're real people who are doing, you know, what they're doing, and they're the experts in their fields. So, you know, we don't always just want to, me and Reese just talk at you. That's not the purpose of our show. The purpose of our show is to bring on people who are the experts in their field, who know what they're talking about. So when you hear them talk about this stuff, you know that it's authentic, it's for real, it's straight up. You can trust the information that they're giving you because it's coming out of their mouths. All right. And we have great guest interviews. We have relevant topics. And I'm so glad that Candra said that just now. Candra Lewis, our author who just left us, CK Lewis, just said our topics that we talk about is definitely relevant. It is what is happening today. So we like to just not just pick stuff off the top of our heads. Reese and I work hard to make sure that we are finding you things that you're interested in hearing, or that you want to know, things that's happening today. You know, it's not just something that is like, oh, well, let's just talk about, you know, why the price of bread is going up right now. Maybe that's relevant to some people. So sometimes we will talk about that too.
And why is Michael's course still at that same price? No, real quick again. Real quick. I know, real quick. I want to shout out to Styles. What's up, mama? Thank you for locking it in. That's my girl from Detroit.
Yes, 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 yes. We're so glad to be back. We took a little hiatus. We're back to our craziness, our fun craziness, because who says we can't bring you relevant, interesting topics, but at the same time, Reese can't be crazy.
Listen, that's my middle name. So if I can't be crazy, I ain't doing nothing. I got to be true to myself. You have to be true to yourself.
Who says Reese can't be allowed to just run wild and free?
Right.
Okay, so now you're mute again.
I'm sorry. No, I'm here. I'm here.
Yes, 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 Reese.
I had to mute for a minute.
Yes, but we've come to the end of our show. We only have a couple minutes left because we will be wrapping up at 9 o'clock. This is the Let's Connect show. We are here, everybody, on Mondays now going forward. Today is our first Monday night show that we had. So we're going to be here every Monday night. Don't forget, please come on back. And we'll remind you as much as you can, as much as possible. We always put out the reminders for everybody. The reminders are on our YouTube page, on our Instagram page, on our Facebook page, on our stories, our feeds, this and that. So, and also on our Messenger, our Let's Connect Messenger page, as well as on WhatsApp. So we try to be there in different mediums so you guys can catch us and come sit with us and chat. You know, as you see, we're informal here. You know, it's not a formal, very stuffy type discussion. We like it to be informal and fun. And this is Let's Connect, where we're going to chat with you and bring you all the relevant topics that you want to hear every Monday night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where do you find us? On our Facebook Live page.
Or you can listen to us on myturnradio.com.
And myturnradio.com. Do not forget, that's an all-female radio station Okay, so support, 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 please. All female radio station, all the DJs on My Turn Radio are female. So please support the different time slots, the different DJs. And if you're not sure what that looks like, just hop online. www.myturnradio.com. Go check out the different time slots, the different DJs, and pop in and check out the shows.
And real quick before we close out the show with some music, all right, that's what we're gonna start doing, closing out the show with a little bit of music. And I want to say thank you, Karen. She said this was great, ladies. Wild and free. You said it, girl. Wild. So come join us next week, Monday. See what we have in store for you. Every week is different. I tell you, every week is different.
Every week, Reese bring our craziness.
I can't help it. And thank you, Ricky Lewis. Ricky said he loved the show. We appreciate that. So tell your friends about it. And if you missed it or you want to have an idea of other topics that we talk about, just go on our YouTube page. Let's Connect, and you'll see all the shows that we have done. And
yes.
You can.
And if you have any suggestions, okay, because we're always looking for suggestions. Reese and I, like I said, we work hard to come up with the topics that really, everybody wants to be boring, in. And we don't want it to be boring. We don't want to bore you guys. As you see, we like to have fun and we like to keep it fun for you. So if you have suggestions, no suggestion is stupid. So please, this is not what we do on this show. Like we said, more compassion, more empathy, and less judgment. So we don't judge anybody here. Please send us suggestions. Help us out. That's how you can help us. All right. Send us the topic. So less work for us to do to go figure out what you want to hear. Right.
Yep. All right. So with that being said, we are going to sign off. We're going to close the show off with some back in the day, We Are Family kind of, just this song is exactly what we are on Mondays. All right. So your thing, Miss Carol, what you do.
Yes. We love you. As usual, we love you, everybody. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for riding with us. This is Carol, and Reese. And this is a show called Let's Connect. And it is the show where you find
more compassion,
more empathy, and
less
judgment. See you next Monday night, everybody, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Love you. Bye. Bye.
of this world's delight. High hopes we have for the future and our goals in sight. We know we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel. We are family. Sing it to me. I got all my sisters and me. Sing it to me. Oh, I can hear you, y'all. Let everybody sing. Ooh, we have faith in you and the things you do. Hey, hey, I got all my sisters and me. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna play this one for Chandra. Candra.
Kendra, that's right.
No, this is for Miss Candra. Salt and pepper. I know you'd like that, Candra.
Salt and pepper.
Sexy people. All you fly mothers, get on out there and dance. Dance, I said.
Salt and pepper's here and we're in effect. Want you to push it back. Cooling my days in at night. Working up a sweat. Come on, girl, let's go. Show the guys that we know how to become number one in a hot body show. Now push it. Push it good. Push it. Push it real good. Push it good. Push it real good. Ooh, baby, baby. Baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Baby, baby. Push it good. Push it real good. Push it. Push it. Yo, baby pop, kid, you come here, give me a kiss.
All right.
Better make it fast or else I'm gonna get kicked.
All right.
All right.
We're off.